Building complex shapes out of metal typically requires weeks of manufacturing, using tailor-made casts or precise machining techniques. But 3D metal printers are faster and cheaper. They build objects from successive layers of metal powder, which are then fused together at high temperatures. "3D metal printing makes it easy to manufacture complex metal shapes using a fully automated process. Every item starts with a computer model of the object. This is the build box in which the object will be created. A technician plugs in electric heaters and pours superfine stainless steel powder into the box. The heat will keep the metal powder from clumping. He pushes the box into the machine, then fills a feed box with more stainless steel powder, which will be needed later in the process. The machine spreads the first layer of stainless steel powder in the build box. Tubes carry a binding substance to the machine's print head. This binder acts like weak glue and is ejected in very narrow jets by the print head. As the print head moves back and forth over the stainless steel powder bed, it deposits binder at the exact locations specified by the computer. As soon as the print head has finished printing a full slice of the object, powerful overhead heaters ensure the layer is completely dry. A roller applies a new layer of powder a fraction of a millimeter thick. Then the print head adds a new layer of binder. This builds the object from the bottom up. The printing process takes several hours. Once the layering is done, they put the build box in a curing oven, heated to 180 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. This will evaporate all the moisture and harden the binder. They vacuum out the loose powder and the piece emerges, its stainless steel particles lightly held together by the binder. They gently blow air to dislodge any excess powder. At this point, the object is very porous and contains about 40% air. It is so fragile that it could easily be crushed with bare hands. Using more stainless steel powder, they prepare another box in which the piece will be infused with bronze. They're making a support structure on which to rest the pieces during the next phase of the process. They carefully fill the box with alumina oxide grit, which will support the pieces during the infusion process. This dam prevents the grit from leaking out. Now they pour in bronze powder. The piece is then heated in a furnace at 1100 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. This melts the bronze, which then gets sucked up into the piece like water by a sponge. Infused with bronze, the piece is now solid metal. They knock off the base with a hammer. It's taken just a few days to build this intricately designed piece of hardware. It can now be polished, gold-plated, or painted to match any decor. Whether they build sophisticated door handles or fancy sculptures, 3D metal printers work faster than conventional methods at just a fraction of the cost.